Yes, we can see it.
So, selamat siang. Good afternoon. This is Hiroshi Takahashi of Global Environmental Center Foundation, or GEC. We act as an implementing organization for our financing program of JCM Model Project. I'd like to express my deep gratitude to have this opportunity, and I'm willing to talk about outline of this scheme and some key points for this year's model project. Okay. These are the features of JCM Model Project. Budget is about 83 million US dollar in total. Project participants need to form an international consortium with entities in both Japan and in partner country to implement project smoothly. It is subsidized for equipment or facilities that directly contribute to emission reduction of greenhouse gas. The project is required to finish installation within 3 years. There are some criteria about maximum percentage of financing support and cost effectiveness, and I will refer them later. This is the basic policy for JCM Model Project this year. It is based on Japan's strategy of overseas expansion in the environmental field and 2025 strategy for overseas expansion of infrastructure systems. So JCM Model Project support financing diffusion of advanced decarbonizing technologies and partner countries' infrastructure, as well as implementation of mitigation actions. This is the timeline for this fiscal year. We open call for proposal from 7th April till end of October. Please be noted that the call may be closed when the budget will not be available as the result of this election, because we already received many excellent proposals this year. We announced the result of the first selection on 29th June, and now assessing and selecting projects which deserve financing for the second selection. We consider this criterion of cost effectiveness, that is finance versus amount of greenhouse gas emission reduction, important to dispatch limited budget effectively for excellent project. We set this value less than 4,000 yen, or about 40 US dollar. Recently, there is a lot of proposals for certain technologies in some countries. If the number of applied technologies exceed 5 in a country, this value decreases to about $30. And if the number exceeds 10, it diminishes to about 25 US dollars. The model project should contribute to the sustainable development for the partner country. We review projects as they contribute to sustainable development goals. JCM Model Project reduces greenhouse gas emission, so basically work for it and contribute to sustainable society. This is an example as possible contribution of renewable energy project to SDGs. Solar power project is very popular in JCM Model Project. It counts the highest number among variety of proposed technologies. We welcome this renewable energy project as good energy source replacing fossil fuel. On the other hand, we need to confirm that proposed technology is advanced one, so we set the condition for photovoltaic module of its conversion rate from optical to electric energy to 20% or higher. Although a lot of solar power projects has been selected, there is still room to increase total performance for this system. One such good way is to employ battery or accumulator in the system. We'd like to promote this category by making conditions clear for participants applying this technology. These are the points we require for this technology. In this tough situation of COVID-19, we accepted many excellent projects, and we selected these 11 projects for the first selection of this year. 2 projects, current cells, are the project in Indonesia. I will briefly explain them by next slide. This is the first one. This project is solar power system organized by Sumitomo Forestry Corporation as their first JCM Model Project. They are a forestry company and conducting environment-friendly activities, and this is one of their actions. 3.3 megawatt solar power system will be installed on the rooftop of factory to generate renewable energy consumed in the factory. This project is organized by Fumakira, who is one of famous insecticide and repellent manufacturer. We hear they are doing good business in Indonesia for their product. It needed to be protected from infectious diseases such as dengue, malaria, and their product effectively keeping away mosquitoes and other insects. The system is planned to be installed in their branch factory near Jakarta. To produce their main product of mosquito coil or repellent, high and stable temperature is required for production, and this oil heater works well. So this high efficiency thermal oil heater system is a new technology. And these 2 projects are organized by newly selected representative participants, and we follow them till completion of their projects. As an important project for last year, we could select this geothermal power plant in the Philippines. It is binary type, utilizing hot water, heat from underground to generate power and replace grid power. This is other type, flash type of geothermal power generation system selected this year. Indonesia has good potential for geothermal plant, and we expect and follow to create these projects in your country. So this map shows all the projects supported by JCM financing program, adding new selection. Till now, total 186 projects have been selected all over the world. And JCM Model Project started in 2013 and has been stacking project every year. This figure gives you overview of the number of projects from back to front is by year, and horizontally by partner countries are in line. This is the latest one, revised reflecting the first selection, and we could add more projects till end of this year. This is a table of applied technologies for each partner countries. Based on the number of projects on this table, maximum financial support is limited. If proposed technology is the first one, the maximum financial support is up to 50% of total cost of project. The rate goes down by the number of already applied technologies for each country. This is because the first one has the greatest impact in terms of diffusion of technology as it is newly introduced, then the second and the third. This chart shows the accumulated number by sector of energy saving, renewable energy, and others. As a recent trend, number of renewable energy projects, it's an orange one, has been increasing. It adds up to 97. This is renewable energy sector. Photovoltaic system covers over 55% for all partner countries. The second count is mini hydro system. It's getting popular in Indonesia, and bio power generation system. In this sector, we recently added wind power and geothermal power generation system as new technologies. We anticipate to have more proposals and add variation in this field. Asia Pacific region has the most model project of more than 150. Renewable energy has been adding their project, and this is a trend chart by technology of this sector. This sector tends to have fine cost effectiveness, so these projects are beneficial for the environment to reduce greenhouse gas greatly. For energy efficient sector, we could add some new technologies recently. This sector is important, especially for factories and industry. So we follow to create these technologies. One of the good project is autoclave. For infusion manufacturing, autoclave is one of the main requirements to sterilize their product completely. Keeping hot water with a stable high temperature is required. The system introduced effectively minimize loss of heat and reduce consumption of natural gas for steam generation. Another one is injection molding machine. This newly introduced machine uses electricity to mold plastic product instead of conventional oil pressure control and greatly reduces energy. These systems already started their operation in Indonesia. This is a technology trend by sector in Indonesia. Renewable energy project, orange color, has been increasing. We also continue to support to create new projects in other sectors of energy efficiency, transportation, and waste to energy. In many areas, the technology for model projects have been applied. Lighting in retail store, solar power system on the shopping mall, heat pump in hotel, and variety production equipment in factories for in industrial field. So we have already introduced many systems for utility field and also in transportation area. As you can see with this picture, JCM Model Project is effective for international promotion of infrastructures, and variation of technologies supported is getting diverse. So you have a lot of opportunity to make use of this model project to reinforce infrastructure in Indonesia. COVID-19 imposes trying time to people in Japan, people in your country also, and everyone around the world. JCM model projects also have been affected by this pandemic. These are the points that is causing influences for the project. So project participants try hard to complete their project on time, even in this pandemic. We have to support participants toward completion of their project successfully. And what they are trying to do is to foresee the risk and make contemplated schedule having margin time as enough as possible. Modify and adapt project plan flexibly to recover unexpected events to minimize delay. We could keep our activity going even in this restricted environment, holding meeting, consultation, and seminar online like this moment. It is true that COVID-19 limits our activity. However, we keep our activity going by these alternative or recovering ways, not to deter action of greenhouse gas emission reduction for our precious environment. And that's all from me. Terima kasih.